Hey guys, welcome back to this tutorial. This is going to be a very short tutorial. So in the last tutorial we talked about functions and it was lengthy and overwhelming. If you feel overwhelmed, just take a break and relax a little and take it step by step. Remember, you get better the more you practice. You cannot memorize all of these codes. You only get better when you practice it. So we have something called lambda function, and the lambda function is simply an inbuilt function in Python that allows us to write a function or to create a function in a single line. So you would see here that I've created a function. So here you create it in a single line, like you're creating a variable. So here the name of my function is my func, and I'm using the lambda function to create it. Instead of having to write def, sometimes you need just short functions. So instead of having to just write def, my func, and initialize and all that, you can simply use the lambda function, which is very fast and easier. So you just say lambda, then the argument. Remember when we create a normal function, we just say def my func, and then you put a parenthesis and you put the argument here. So in this case, if you wanted to create this function like this, we'll put the x here, and then you put a colon, and inside here you return whatever you want. So you just write lambda, then you put your argument here, which is x, and you put a colon, and then in front of the colon you write whatever you want to happen. So we can write x. So this double multiplication sign, it means raised to power. So this, I'm returning x raised to the power of 2. So let me remove this so you don't get confused. So I've created a single line function. So you remember, if we want to call a function, you just call the name of the function and then you pass in the argument. So if I execute this now, you see I have 36. So that's just a simple way to use the lambda function. It's just a simple way of creating functions when you need to use the function easily. So it will return the same thing if we created this normally. Let me erase this, and then I say my func of 6. You see we have 36. So, and this one is longer and we have more code. So this one is simpler and we have lesser lines of code, and it makes our code neater. So sometimes you may need to use the lambda function. So that is all about lambda functions.